What if the most dangerous vulnerability in your environment is one you don't even know exists? This hidden threat could be lurking right now, unnoticed and unaddressed. 97% of codebases contain open-source components. 81% carry at least one high-risk vulnerability. More than half have license conflicts. And 17% contain components never declared, never documented, never scanned. This is not a warning. This is already inside your software, and it's already shaping what happens next. In 2024, a minor anomaly led to the discovery of a backdoor in executils embedded in major Linux distributions. The attacker posed as a trusted contributor for 2 years before compromising the system. This vulnerability wasn't caught by a scanner, but by a developer's keen observation, highlighting how vulnerabilities can go unnoticed until it's almost too late. In 2023, over 245,000 malicious open-source packages were discovered, more than all previous years combined. In 2024, that number doubled to over 500,000. In 2025 Q4 alone, it surged again to 400,000. And in just the first quarter of 2026, one new malicious package every 6 minutes. This isn't slowing down, it's accelerating. Backdoors don't announce themselves. They hide inside the components you trust, the software your vendors deliver. By the time a vulnerability is public, the question isn't whether it exists. The question is whether it's already in your environment. But what if you didn't have to wait to find out? What if you already had the answer, before the announcement, before the scramble, and before the damage?
Insignary Clarity scans the binary, not what was declared, not what was documented, but what is actually running in your environment. Get verified SBOM to protect. With a verified SBOM for every asset in your environment, you don't have to guess what's running inside your software. You know exactly what's there and exactly what's not. Welcome to Insignary Clarity. Once logged in, you will see the option to import a new file. Simply create a project name and a version. Then import file that you would like to scan. Organizational level scorecard is at the top, showing the overall grade, the total number of components, and how many of those components have issues. The security risk chart breaks down security vulnerabilities across those components, color-coded by severity. Next is license conflicts with color-coded by protection level. Once a new scan is imported, a project-level scorecard is generated. Under each project, you will find a project-level scorecard with top identified components, top critical CVEs, and top most restrictive licenses and known litigators, giving you an at-a-glance picture of where your biggest risks are. Under the Overview tab, you will see total number of scanned files. Each component displays its version, security risk level, and any license violations. You will notice a red bug icon on top of the security risk box, indicating the vulnerability is exploitable, not just theoretical. Here, you can simulate changes by removing or replacing a component to test how the vulnerability profile would change before making any actual modifications. A powerful way to evaluate your options before taking action. Now let's move into the component section. Here you can see the programming language used and which specific component versions appear in which files. You can also compare historical versions of a component, giving you visibility into whether a package has a consistent track record of security improvements or it's simply no longer being maintained. It allows to zoom in for closer view along with its latest available version displayed below, so you always know if you're running behind. Moving into the security section, you will find the full list of CVEs identified in the file, each with the severity level, CVSS score, and the breakdown of which versions are affected and where they appear across your file. Now let's look at the license violations section. This view lists all licenses present in the project categorized as strong protective, weak protective, permissive, or other. You can also trace exactly which version of a component carries each license and which files appear in it, giving you the full picture for compliance purposes. Exporting your SBOM is very straightforward. We support all 5 formats required by different regulatory bodies around the world, so whatever your compliance requirements, you are covered. Once your scan is complete, we don't stop there. We continuously monitor your environment in the background, So if a new vulnerability is ever detected in any component within your scan files, you will be notified immediately. With Insignary Clarity, you don't have to wait for the next scan to know you're exposed. You already know. Thank you for watching. The question was never whether vulnerabilities exist in your software. The question is whether you know about them before someone else does. Now you can. With Insignary.